Peace, love, and light. It's your favorite
Right?
Queen Desire, and that is Desire with a Z. Don't play with me.
And it's your favorite teen entrepreneur, YBG, aka Young Black Guy, aka Big Uzi, aka
Oopsie,
Uzi,
baby. And we are here with our special guest, Sister Deneesha. Sister Deneesha, before we get started, she requested a song. So we're going to go ahead and get into her song. This song, tell us about this song. Why you like this song so much, Sister Deneesha? Oh, wait.
Oh, I really love it.
Wait. No. Before you do, I'm sorry, you didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, right. Oh, my bad. I don't know why. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm Deneesha Turner. I'm a high school student, and my life is kind of crazy. Well, it is crazy here and there. My grades so far are doing great, but it doesn't really feel like it because of how much homework they've been piling onto me as if I have nothing else to do. But so far my grades are doing great, and school's good, but there's so much going on plus the pandemic, so it's hard to like hang on to that little thread.
Okay.
But I'm doing what I can for the most part.
And as far as we can see, you're doing an awesome job. Like she said, she's a high school student and she's finding her way. And she's into this thing called Black anime fan fiction, which I thought was very interesting. We had never heard of this at all. So, and we don't usually do podcasts on Saturdays, but because she's a full-time student and she has to work and things, we made an exception to our rule. We're opening up the podcast this Saturday for her, because like I said, she's a full-time student and she has to work and she has to do other things. So this was like the only day that we can get her in here to tell us more about Black anime fan fiction. But before we get into Black anime fan fiction, Sister Deneesha, actually her sister, many of you know her sister. Her sister is a part of the ABS tribe. Her sister is Tony Black on Instagram, and her name is Shanice. That's her big sister.
Yeah.
So right, that's how we met Sister Deneesha, through our ABS sister, Sister Shanice Turner. So in any event, we're going to get into this song. And Sister Deneesha, tell us why you chose this song and how is it that this song is motivational to you?
It's motivational to me because I'm always, every now and then, I'm always like, I do this thing where I'd like overwork myself with assignments, and when I feel myself freaking out or bugging out when it's literally not even due in 2 weeks, I just wait, I gotta find that one song that just calms me down, reminds me you're only human, you're not a computer, you can't always burn yourself out like that. You just gotta relax and take it easy. It just unwinds me, and at the same time it just helps me to focus on things because I'm always working every now and then on my homework and projects, but I can't always work in silence. So
Right.
that one song is just helps me focus.
Okay, that song is help. Okay, so introduce the song to the listeners. We do not own any copyrights to the music that you're about to hear. We always ask our guests to send us the song that they like that helps them to unwind, or even their own music. And this just was one of the songs that Sister Deneesha chose. Again, we do not own any copyrights to this music, but we are going to play this for our sister because this is how she unwinds. Okay, introduce the song, sis.
Okay, so the song is called A Fan's Mail by Thundercat.
I never heard of the artist called Thundercat either, by the way, until she put us on to the song. So
Yeah, when I heard the artist's name, I was like, wait, isn't that a cartoon series? But then I saw the artist, I'm like, oh, okay. No wonder their songs are really good.
yeah, right. And I used to love Thundercats.
Thundercat sounded so familiar.
Thundercats.
Dang, my dad grew up watching that.
Remember that? Thundercats. Okay, here we go. A Fan's Mail song tribute, Sweet to Chop Not Slop. That's what it says. Okay, we're playing it, and here it goes. Nope, that ain't it. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, here it goes. Okay. Alrighty then. Not sure if y'all can hear it. There it goes. That's it, right? It's like meow, meow, meow,
Yeah.
meow, meow. I think this is the child. Is this the right one?
This is the right one, but like it's chopped and screwed. But it's fine. I don't mind.
Everybody wants to be a cat. Different. Meow, meow, meow.
It's chill. It's chill. Relax.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I wanna be a cat. Yeah, I wanna be a cat.
Cat like.
That is. I'm gonna tell you a story after the song. So funny. So cool. I just
I'm
think
into funny stories.
yes. I wanna be a cat.
Make sure you pick up the regular speed to this, the regular version. No chops. Straight album version. My boy Thundercat is called Drunk. Yeah, if you ain't got that, then you slipping on your pippin'.
Slipping on your pippin', you think?
What?
Back and play.
Slacking on your Mac
Gotta
and
get the
play
regular speed.
the regular.
I always jam the regular speed. Let's go, DJ Count Steve.
Wow, that is so crazy. Like, to me, it's like really crazy that someone. I said back like a long time ago. I said the way music is going, somebody's gonna make a song going meow 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 on the track, and it's going to blow
What?
up. Yo, I said this like a good 10 years ago. I was like,
It's like
the
you
way
saw
music
it
is going
coming.
nowadays is just crazy. Yo, it's crazy. It is literally insane. And look, somebody made music going meow 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 on the track, and it's a hit. It's a hit. That's a hit. That's one of his hits on his album. It's got a star by it. That's so crazy. So
And a whole bunch of people just went, interesting.
right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How did you come up on this artist right here?
Well, I was just scrolling around through not Instagram. I was scrolling around through YouTube trying to look for some calming music to study because like I was dissociating and I couldn't focus really well. And I saw this Thundercat thing and I'm like, oh, it's probably the old theme song. Nope, I bump into that and I'm just like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is the song.
Do you ever try like going outside, putting your toes in the grass or the sand or the water at a beach or a lake to unwind? You ever try that?
Hmm. I have every now and then. I usually do it after it rains because that's when the dirt smell, it really like, it relaxes me. It
Yes.
relaxes everything. And it helps with my headache too.
Yes. I find that grounding with the earth, getting in the sun, even if you sun gaze, ground with the earth. You know, your sister has tons of crystals. Get her to make you some of those pieces that she makes, and go
Yeah,
out.
I even have two of those.
Wow, there you go. So you get outside. You know, get your little bag, get your water, your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know, pack a little lunch bag, and a blanket, and get outside, and you know, shut down the computer, shut down, you know, from the matrix, and get your peace of mind so that you can refocus on your studies, because it's hard. It's definitely not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it. I'm gonna get us a picture real quick, some light, you feel me? Got to do that. We're gonna post that up. Oh, wait, it's covering my face. Everybody say cheese.
Jeez.
Mm,
Okay, I like it. Let me see. I like it. Yes.
thank you.
Actually, we'll do it again because I cut off Royal Chance. Okay. I cut off the R in Royal Chance.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cheese. All right. And that will do it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get right into these questions. Go ahead, YBG. You have the floor.
Did we ask about that? I didn't ask you about. Did I ask you what is
No, you didn't ask any of those. Any of
Oh,
those.
no.
So greet your sister and then get into your questions. You didn't ask her any of those, son.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
whoa.
Whoa.
It's okay. It's okay.
What I ask you? Should I start first?
Mm,
Yeah. So what?
mm.
So
Well, mm-hmm. She answered this question, baby.
hmm,
Okay. She did. She told us about herself.
okay. So I want to ask you So I want to ask you what is black anime fan fiction?
Well, black anime fan fiction is well, let me get started on the fan fiction part.
Right.
Um, Fan fiction is it's stories you anime fan fiction is like stories you base off of the a certain character from a certain anime from the series, and you pair it with the reader in case the reader really likes that character, whether it be a popular character or a side character or an underrated character that no one pays attention to. In this case, I do it for black readers out there that really like this character but are not really sure that are not really sure about like reading the reading the fan fiction that often because they don't really see fan
Yes.
fictions applied to like to their character, not to their characteristics. Yes, that's
Yeah,
what I
they
meant.
don't see
To their
themselves
character.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see readers in fan fiction with kinky hair or brown skin or really bright smiles. You don't see characters with like dark or light skin or box braids. You don't really see that, and it's kind of actually it's very sad because the majority the majority of each fandom
Mm-hmm.
is black, but you don't see us there because we're not very welcome in each fan base, which is why I'm thinking, what if I start writing fanfics for Black viewers. Because
Yeah.
I took that inspiration. I took that inspiration off of other writers on Tumblr, but they were on Tumblr, not on Wattpad. So as far as I'm aware, I'm like the first fanfic Black fanfic writer on Wattpad, but on Tumblr, it's a beautiful community. It's a beautiful Black fanfic community on Tumblr, and it just set off my inspiration because like, oh, I want to do that. I want to like include other people with whether you have box braids in your hair or bangles in your hair, or you have really dark skin or light skin.
Right.
I want to do that.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty dope.
That's
That
actually
is the
creative. That's dope. That's dope.
thank you.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. So you said you wanted to create Black anime fan fiction of Black characters so that Black people can relate to fan fiction because there weren't a lot of our people into fan fiction.
Yeah, well, that and not only that, and well, not only that, but just the anime that already exists.
Mm-hmm. It's all white
So
characters, basically.
yeah, it's all white characters. So
Right.
yeah, unfortunately, but I've seen really positive results from it on Tumblr again. So
Mhm.
um, I've seen I've seen like what is the most popular anime today? Because I'm not into that popular anime these days. I'm into like the old school kind of stuff.
Right.
So
Wow, that's pretty dope.
That's dope.
I was gonna say that you are literally Black history in the making. Like you said, you're the first to create anime fan fiction on Wattpad. I don't even know what a Wattpad is. Please explain to us what is a Wattpad.
Wattpad is a social media platform where you get to read and write. So you get to write your own stories, create your own stories, or write fan fiction of those stories. And it's also a place where you get to read other creators' stories and like interact with them. And it's a really lovely community too. I found some other I found some other people there that are also Black, and
Mm-hmm.
they also write amazing content, but
Right.
most of their content is realistic, and it like I cannot tell you how much how accurate they are. Like it's it's the good kind of accurate, the accurate that makes you feel better, as in, oh my god, I thankfully I'm not the only one thinking that. But the accuracy is sad because like the title is called "Y'all Just Don't Like Black Women," and I'm over here like, ooh, what's it about? So then I
Right.
look into it, and it's mostly just like the duality of how we're treated every now and then,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to what we like, what we don't like, what we wear, what we don't wear, and it's like,
Right.
wow, this is really loud, even though it's just reading. It's loud to the eyes and the mind.
Wow, that's pretty
It's
dope.
my favorite book, actually.
And tell us again what your favorite book is, so that we can, if people want to go back and read that.
It's
Is
called Y'all Just Don't Like Black Women.
y'all just don't. And who is the artist?
Oh, I forgot her name, but I unfortunately I forgot her name because I usually don't.
But we can only find that
Um,
on the Wattpad. Only
yeah,
on the.
you can only find it on Wattpad, but hopefully you can find it on other platforms too,
Yeah. Okay.
because this book should be widely known. Like everyone should read it, not just Black women out there, everybody, because y'all gotta know like how much stress we're put under because we face both sexism and racism. It's basically double homicide. It's
Yeah.
stressful. It's too much.
And I think when it comes to that, I feel like the things that we see in the Black community, as far as Black women being bashed on and stuff like that, that was programmed and taught to us, taught to our men, and taught to us to bash on our men, and for our men to bash on us. So once we realize that we have been programmed, we have been systematically oppressed and preyed on, so that we don't love ourselves, therefore we cannot love each other. Like once we realize like the plot and the scheme against our people, and then you begin to realize this is why we do these things, then you start the healing process. But you have to understand where it came from, how it came about, and you have to reject it. You reject it. You reject the idea of it. You reject you don't want to participate in anything that has anything to do with bashing Black women or Black men, period.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like unlearn. I'm trying to unlearn that stigma and just program myself to no longer be available for that kind of stuff that make me feel really bad. Cause again, like I'm the lightest one in my family, so I feel worse the most because
Yeah.
we're treated differently.
Yeah, don't feel
And
bad.
I don't
Don't feel bad about that. You know, we got
I mean,
races. Well, I mean, all shades.
I don't want to, but like I remember like we're I remember how differently we're treated. I don't want to feel bad, and sometimes I don't. But most of the time when I do, it's the disgust that comes with the feeling bad, because it's like,
Yeah.
wow, you really fetishize us because we're like light skinned. That's nasty.
Yeah.
Like immediately no.
Right. Right. Yeah. You just make sure that you don't participate in that thought process whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
And don't even give it too much like attention. I mean, it's hard to not give it attention because it's true. You know, they got that. It's the house N word syndrome, right? The light skinned version of the Black, it's just like, come on, like it's 2021.
Yeah, like take it easy. I always remind myself, take it easy, but take it. Like, don't stress out over it. You can't, of course, you can't ignore it because it's already there. But for the most part, like, don't stress out over it. Like,
It's
it's
just
not,
so many things to think about. There's so much going on in the world. On top of which, you're striving to build yourself up as a young woman, so that when you become a woman, you have something to offer your family, your home, your sister, your mom, your dad, and then you have something to offer the Black community. So that is just like one very, very minute thing that it can be really big, but right now you can't focus on that because you're building up yourself. That's literally a distraction. It's a distraction.
yeah, like I'm already busy as it is trying to unlearn some things
Right.
and learn some new things and like to be like to also be offering at the same time is like I'm already pending. What I'm kind of occupied at the moment. I can't do that.
Right.
So
Angela Davis. Have you ever heard of Angela Davis?
I remember by face, not by name. So like it's the name. I got the name. It's kind of fuzzy, but I got it. Angela, she's a poet, right?
No, she's a writer. She's a
Oh, she's a
political.
writer.
She's a political activist. She's a Black woman, very, very light skinned like you, Afro. Kinky hair. She's got tons of books out, tons and tons of books out, and she's been fighting this Black Power movement for plenty years. I mean, she's 77 years old. She was born in 1944. So look her up. You look a lot like her, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love this lady. I
yeah,
love this lady.
yeah.
She speaks in volumes.
Mm-hmm. She was a prisoner of war, right? A political prisoner
Mm-hmm.
of war. You got to definitely look her up and study her. She's a light skinned Black woman. She's definitely faced a lot of issues with that alone, but that hasn't stopped her. She's still going strong. At 77 years old, she's looking like she's 47. You know, she's just a beautiful soul. I would definitely look into her more and study her whenever you get some free time. Angela Davis. That's what you remind me of. Definitely.
Oh,
So
thank you.
let's get to this question, baby. Let's get to the next question. Big Oos.
What's this question? So
What made you? Go ahead.
what made you want to want to what made you want to like
Get into
get in
fanfics, fan fiction.
Funny story. So funny. So funny. Growing up, struggling to get good grades, I hated writing. I'm not even gonna like, I'm gonna be very honest. I hated reading. I hated writing because I was forced to do it for a grade, and the grade is just, it just like stole my motivation. But when I had to do this one project where I had to make a dialectical journal while I was pretending to be this one character from Romeo and Juliet.
What is
I
a
was very
dialect?
descriptive.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I was very descriptive with the language and like the thoughts of the character because I kind of related to the character in a way, even though he was like old and white and decrepit. But I related to him in a way because he's really kind. He's always willing to help regardless of the age.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get to the questions. I see some comments and things on the actual video on Facebook, and I actually clicked. Okay, there we go. Yes, I'm listening.
I'm sorry.
people
It's okay. It's fine.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Please.
Our brother, Cottrell Muhammad, he said, self first, then others. So you do have to build up yourself first, then others. Angela Davis was also a Black Panther. I don't know why I neglected to mention that. Yes, she has a
Oh, I
big.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yep. And we love anime. They love anime comics. Our brothers and sisters over in Arizona. So yeah, they're into it. Big. They're into it
I'm
huge.
not the only weirdo, thank God.
You're not a weirdo. You're not a
I'm
weirdo.
not-
I mean, I love being a weirdo, but I don't like being the only
Comics is
one.
lit. I think comics is lit.
And you know what's so
It's
crazy?
dope.
With my sons, the only way I can really get them to read is if it's a comic that's something that interests them. Like they'll read comics.
Right, that's how my dad was. That's how my dad was.
Yeah. So you explaining to us how you what made you want to get into it and how you got into it.
Yeah, so I left off where I had to write the thoughts of this certain character, where he was the priest. Yeah, it was a priest. He was helping Rapunzel. Um, he was gonna make this potion for her to make it seem like she died, so she wouldn't have to marry anyone else except for who she really liked.
Right.
Because the main story only focused on Romeo's thoughts and Juliet's thoughts, and I'm like, why not do the priest's thoughts? Because no one cares about what the priest is thinking, so
Right.
why not do that? Because I don't know, he just seems like a really interesting character, like a complex character, because you have no idea what's going on in this old guy's mind. So as I was like writing it down, making sure it was descriptive and vivid, so the readers knew like what was going on in his mind. I also made sure the environment that he was in was also vivid, so the characters could understand like what his surrounding is like and why he has that thought process. Because again, your thought process can be influenced by where you live. You could live in your basement, you can live in your office,
Yeah.
you can live, your mind can live anywhere so long as you're in that spot.
Yes.
It'll be like the one spot your mind grew around. Even if you left, you could still be there. So I made sure to apply that into the project, even though it was just a small essay. It was a project grade. So I did that, and um it ended up being 3 pages long because she goes, okay, the requirement's 1 page. I thought it was 1 page. No, it's 3. It ended up being 3 because I'm like, huh? Where did all this come from? I turn it in and she looks at me weird, like, why is it 3 pages? I'm like, I don't know, but I hope that's okay. And she goes, oh no, it's fine. I mean, if it's 3 pages, then it must be good.
Right.
Because I didn't add any pictures. I didn't add anything. I just wrote, and I wrote a lot. I wrote it in a short span of time though, because I was into the thoughts. I was into the mindset. Like,
Mhm.
instead of stepping into someone else's shoes, you just gotta hop into someone else's brain for a while and
Mhm.
see what's going on in their head. And
Right.
so far, I've been frolicking a lot. Maybe that's why it turned out to be 3 pages. And a day later, I'm like, I hope she's all right with it, because overstepped the requirements because it was supposed to be. And she just goes, you should be a writer or an editor. I'm like, why is it that good? And she goes, yeah, I even showed it to some of my workers, and even the principal saw it. And I'm like, wait, which principal? Because the high school has
Like, yeah,
4
3.
different principals for each class.
Mhm.
She said I had to show it to the freshman principal because I was a freshman at the time. And
Yeah.
I go,
Yeah, for each grade.
I'm doomed, because the freshman principal was like, he was from the military, he was the commander. And I'm like, this isn't good, because
I love when you make that face.
I had a feeling he was like low-key kind of racist because of how he kept gawking at my grandmother. And 2, I don't know, he's tall and he's red, so go figure. But he looks over and he goes, who is this? And it's just I'm like, hey, it's me. And he looks over at me and he goes, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, oh, okay.
Right, like okay.
I'm literate. I can write.
Right.
Great.
I can read and I can write. I can put words together. And I'm a black woman. Right.
Yay, yay, boo, you're supposed to be scared. Be very scared.
No.
I didn't do all that, but yeah, that's basically it. And I mean, that was the only response I got from him, but my teacher was so excited about it because she goes, I didn't know you could write so well. I thought you hated writing. And I'm like, well, I thought I hated it too. But like, when I got an opportunity like that, turns out I really liked it, because
Yeah.
you lose yourself in the writing, but at the same time, you see yourself in the writing. You're still there, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like you're in a trance.
I definitely can relate. Once you get into it, you get into it, and it's like the words start jumping off the paper, and you start feeling it. And this is why it's good to always have setting and background and environment, because you want the reader to feel what the character is feeling, why the character has the thoughts that the character has. We have a comment on Facebook, a viewer, Jamai Khalifa said, I love black anime and comics as well. And that sounds so wrong how he did. Yeah, I feel like, white people don't, I hate to say, they just don't respect our creativity. They don't respect
I find it hilarious.
They don't, but what they fail to realize is that we taught them everything they know. You see those big eyes? We taught you everything you know.
Yeah, that's why our eyes are so big. You feel?
So yeah, of course
it makes sense,
right? So I think it's just so dope. I feel the same way. Like, if you get to writing, even if you're not a writer type of person, once you start writing a story, an essay, whatever, once you get into it, it just starts to flow. It just starts to flow.
It can be the least likeliest of people, which inspired me to think it can't just be academically professional people, anyone can be a writer. Anyone. Whether you're writing about your feelings
Yes.
or your favorite character that you like, or the character that you made from childhood and now it's wandering around your head, like, create me. Like, you can write anything. Anyone can be a writer.
So we have another question for you, Sis Deneesha. You can read that question. Jamai Khalifa.
Okay.
He has what is the name of your comic? I apologize. No, came in late.
Read it out loud, baby.
He was asking what is the name of your comic?
Because he came in a little bit late, so he missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries, no worries. It's a good thing I logged into my webpad too.
Huh?
So
I'm sorry, sis. Oh, brother, I'm not sure. I gotta look at
I
the
don't
picture.
know.
And then they went on to say, I have a comic and I'm going to write and publish. That's been in my head forever. That is so dope. They have a comic that they want to write and publish. What kind of advice could you give them?
What kind of advice?
Yeah. Oh, but wait, you have to answer the first question first. The first question.
What is the
name of the comic so we're talking about Black anime fan fiction. That's what we're talking about, audience, listeners, viewers. And she was going to tell us about her comics. And then you're going to show us some too, right? You going to show us some?
Yeah, most of them I wrote, they were just most of them are just like the character pairings I wrote is mostly from the anime that's already been created, which is like mostly white people.
Yeah.
But there's this one book. Sorry, I had to put it that way. But there's this one book I'm working on. I haven't published it yet, but I'm excited to because the reader is Black.
Ooh.
It's a Black woman.
Yes.
Black girl appreciate. I wanted to do a Black girl appreciation. That's the one reason why I wanted to put it, because you don't see a lot of Black girls as readers in the fanfics these days, and it's kind of sad. It is sad too. So I gotta figure out how I can find it.
She said, "Sounds cool." Okay, sounds cool. So yeah, it's called Black Anime Fan Fiction, and yeah, she got into it because she had to do an assignment, right? She had an assignment that she had to do, and she hates writing, but the assignment, and you got an A on that assignment, right? I imagine you got an A+ on that.
I had an A+, and she goes, the only thing I regret is not being able to give you a higher grade, because that's literally the highest grade I can give you. And I'm over here like, I had to like, after school, I had to go in the bathroom and cry, because like that is the most appreciation I've gotten from any teacher.
Right.
Like, wow.
You see my shirt, guys? This shirt was created by my brother Ken Stephan Jr. It says, "We will breathe. We will breathe. We are breathing.
We will breathe."
Yes. Ken Steffens Jr. Go look him up. He's on Instagram and Facebook.
It is not.
We want to get you one of these shirts.
It is not I can't breathe. It's we will breathe.
We will breathe.
It's not I can breathe.
That's
right. We have lungs. We might as well just use them.
Right.
And this is why we don't like to use the word trying. We're not trying. We're doing. We're not trying to breathe. We are breathing. You're not trying. You are actually doing, sister. You are actually doing. So what is?
We already breathe.
So the audience wants to know, what website is your comics on, or Webtoons, or is it another site? Also, oh, that's a nice shirt. We will breathe. Yes, that's Ken Stephan Jr. He's a part of ABS Tribe. So what is your website, and how can they go and view your comics? Is it only on Wattpad or?
It's on Wattpad. It's only on Wattpad.
So how do we get Wattpad so we can view your comics?
Okay, so it's downloaded. You can download it by the app or look at it through a website. It's optional both ways, and you can find me via. Let me flip my camera. Oops, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I mean to turn it off. I'm really sorry. So
How do you spell Wattpad?
WATT, kind of like this. Wattpad.
Oh, Wattpad. Okay.
And this quirky W right here, that's the trademark.
Okay.
So if you ever forget the name, you see this W, you'll know.
You'll know that's
And you'll find me via Genpai
her
420.
name is Gem Pie. Let's see your name again. Gem Pie 420. GEMPAI 420. So I'm gonna put it in the comments.
Ma'am.
Gem PAI, right? PAI
Yes.
420. On WAT. RATTPAT. Yes. So now they can go and they can look at your stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of people are really into the Black comics. So now what are we looking at now, sis?
I'm trying to find my draft that I haven't published yet.
Okay.
Because
Brother
I thought
Jabbar on now. And Brother Cottrell, Muhammad said, "You are not a weirdo. You are not a weirdo. Yes, you are not. Stop doing that to yourself. That is not polite. Be polite to yourself. Be loving. You are an intelligent Black queen. You are a creative Black queen.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
ma'am. You
appreciate
are a
it very much.
postgraduate. She was the first artist to create a Black anime fan fiction on Wattpad. So this is Black history in the making.
I'm kind of struggling here, bear with me.
Huh? Yeah, we can only see the bar. Okay, so we can see something coming in now.
Oops. Because, so this is what I've, oh wow. This is what I've written so far. I don't know if you can fully see it.
Okay. Yeah, we can see. Can you see that?
Yeah, this book has been, well, this book has been my most popular one because I first started it off out simply just out of sheer boredom. And this character, this is not my character. This is not my character. He would have been like, if he was, he would have been fine and dark skin. But that is not my character. The series in general is not mine.
Right.
I started this out of sheer boredom because I'm just like, he's interesting.
Right.
Plus, no one pays attention to him in the anime at all. So
can you turn him into a dark skin character with kinky hair?
I can.
Okay.
If I knew how to draw.
So show us your work. Show us some of your work.
Some of my work is like the reader. This is based off the first chapter I based it out of boredom. The whole series I based it out of boredom. But I didn't expect so many people to like it.
Yeah.
Because it was just out of boredom.
Can you read it to us? Can you read a little bit?
This prologue. Okay. How did I get here? I never wanted this. Why am I here? It's all happening too fast. First, I'm forced into this. Me no English today. First, I'm forced into this private academy. Then other students have bargained to gamble with me because of how filthy rich I am. And now I've earned a seat in the student council. All in one stinking day. Well, I don't know if you're going to get demonetized, and I'm not risking it.
Don't say it. We have babies. We have young people.
Okay, great. I'm not going to say it. But all in one stinking day.
Right.
I am not a gambler, so why am I here? this is what I get for being born into a rich gambling family without without my permission. My so-called family has always wanted me to gamble, but I never wanted to. Especially since I've seen what it does to people who've succumbed. I've seen too much. I guess Lady Luck likes to play games with people's fates as well. Why me? Why? That's
Okay.
just the prologue, though.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Pretty interesting. Making me want to
I
read
know.
more. It does make you want to. It does really make you want to read more.
So for the most part, as I've made the character, most of my characters, my yin, my y/n characters, that stands for your name, but because you're applying yourself. So I didn't know whether to make the character black or white. So
Yeah.
I just or black or white or Mexican or I thought of
Black.
making her black, but I didn't know how my viewers would take it. So I just put skin tone, like apply your skin tone here, apply your hair type here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't put pale or anything. And if I did, and it would probably because you know how when you when you feel as if, oh my god, my life is over, you feel your skin paling. Yeah, that's how you know you're kind of messed up. So this is the second chapter. This is where the madness starts because
You want to read us
this series is
a little
this series is about
excerpt?
madness. So
You want to read us a little excerpt?
um,
We have some viewers that says, yeah, it sounds very interesting. Sounds interesting, like them animes where they are in the action already and shows and comics, and you find out more later. Yes, yes, it keeps you at the edge of your seat. Definitely wanting to know more.
right, it just keeps you that's the thing about what I've learned about endless hours of writing essays, panicking over essays. You have to have a good hook. You can't
Right.
just sit there and go, hey y'all, I'm gonna spoil the whole thing before actually writing it. No, that's just gonna piss everybody off. I'm not that kind of writer.
Right. I want to.
So
Yeah.
piss everybody
Let me
off.
turn this down. Sorry. I just wanted to see if we had any comments on YouTube. Okay. Nope. No comments on YouTube. Okay. So yeah. Yes. Okay. So you're gonna get into the elites. Give us a little excerpt of the elites.
All right. I named it as the elites simply because you're in the student council. The student council is it's the
Mhm.
most serious program in this school. I mean, the welcoming committee and the chess club is fine and all, but once you're in the student council,
Mhm.
your records are very sensitive. If you taint it, you're done. You're done.
Okay.
You find out any scandals, you're done. So it's the elites. I called it the elites because it's the student council
Mhm.
is mostly made of the most the most popular and rich gamblers and the most dangerous ones too.
Mhm.
That's
So
why.
deep.
So
And they're all
this
black. Right?
the no
They're not
no
black.
unfortunately no. I guess the only black character in this there is the reader. So
What? No, we're gonna have to
but
make
that
the characters all black because we do have some rich black gamblers
yeah
in real
black
life.
gamblers there.
Yes.
Right.
There are
Oh,
two of them that are dark skinned now, two of them, but that's later on in the book.
okay.
At least two.
Okay. You gonna read some off the elite for us?
Sure.
Okay.
This is really dope. This is really dope.
Very interesting.
Okay. My mouse. Tea, Kirari offers with a polite hand. Yes, thank you. I mustered quietly with my eyes glued to the table I sat in. The president nods at her assistant, Sayaka, for the order. My assistant will provide. She then leaned close to tuck her slender fingers under my chin to look up to her. I'm sure you know, or at least heard of who we are, yes? I am aware, I said, melancholy. Again, the reader does not want to be in that office, but here we are. Can you name them? She gazed at me. No, I replied. I guess an introduction is necessary. Her lips curled as a chaste smile, as a chaste. I don't know how to pronounce this.
It's okay. We get
Here's
it.
our here's our student council, Runa Yamonsky, head of the neutrality committee, Midari Yukishima, beautification officer, Yumemi Yumemite, school
Mhm.
idol, Itsuki Sumuragi, Yu, Yuriko Nishientoin, head of the I double typed. Whoops. Head of the Traditional Culture Research Club. She stated each person sitting at the table. Oh my goodness. You know by face, not and money, but not by name, huh? Carrie asked. Yes. Then I'm sure you'll know him very well other than me, she says while turning my chin to where her free hand gestured to the male who sat across from me. Kaede Man Kaede Manura, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, he introduces himself, adjusting his glasses while glaring back at me. Finally? Does he even know me? I know about him, but money-wise, but how? I can't jump into conclusions. So the reader is very suspicious of this guy, but
Mhm.
she still can't jump into conclusions because like she barely knows him.
Right.
So
But her suspicion.
likewise.
Right.
Likewise, I chanted. Don't look so sad. You have the privilege to sit with us, so you should be thrilled, Runa cheers. Which also means you have no choice but to gamble with us, Madari grins with a dirty expression. You're forgetting, Madari, Runa scolded. Council members can't gamble with each other. It's the rules. Madari went silent under her cold, glowing stare and sat back down. I still look forward to seeing you in action, she smirked and licked her lips. Don't scare her away, Itsuki squinted. You don't have to worry about that, Kaede spoke up. Whether you scare her or not, she's not going anywhere. Besides, as Madari mentions, he has no choice but to work with us and gamble. And I have no intention of firing you, Kirari adds on, letting go of my chin. Yes, my voice wavers. This is it. Now I'm really trapped. Your tea. Sayaka returns by my side with a tray full of tea. She handed me a full cup to my grasp with a saucer. Thank you, ma'am. My hand shakes lightly while lifting the cup to my lips. Polite and loving, I see, Kirari says curtly. Please, introduce yourself. I swallowed the warm fluid down my throat and set the cup down in the saucer. Inhaling deeply, I stated my name. Yin Lin. That's how I pronounce it, but like you apply your own name. That's why just the
Right.
Y/N is states for your name.
Yeah.
The N, the L/N is your last name. It's nice to meet you all. I mentally cursed at myself for stuttering because what the readers loved about it is how when I when you come across the fanfic community,
Mm-hmm.
the reader there's typing about is usually narcissistic and has this protagonist ego, but this time I changed it up a bit by making the reader timid in this show because
Right.
literally everyone is crazy except her. So I had to change it up a bit and
Nice.
then go, bruh, I love it.
Yeah, this is I gotta download this app Webpad so I can get more into this and then I can also apply my own names and characters and things like that if I want to. So that's pretty freaking that's really awesome. Really awesome. So our viewers they're communicating with you, sis. They're into this. This is awesome. So Jamai Khalifa said, "Oh, she said you'll find out more later or spoil it, but then people get false hope. Perfect example is 1984 by George Orwell. Do you know what she's talking about or what he's talking about?"
Oh my god. He's the same guy that wrote that book called Animal Farm, and that was my first introduction to allegory. I love that book so much, but I haven't read the 1884 thing. I haven't read that 84 book. I need to get into it.
That's crazy that this person. I wonder if we're gonna have to come. We're gonna have to have you come back, and we'll invite Jamai Khalifa on with you. If you don't mind, brother, we're gonna schedule you to come back on so you guys can get into Black anime fan fiction together and teach us some more. Because I've learned a lot today. I have learned so much. But we did have another question for you. You can go ahead, YBG.
So, where do you see the future of fan fiction? Ah,
It's okay. It's fine.
It happens. It happens to be like that.
It'd be like that.
Where do you see the future of fan fiction going for Black people?
Where do I see it? Where do I see it? I see it going as far as comfort stories and them starting to, because I've heard of Black manga creators, also known as mangakas or manga. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've seen I'll try to pronounce it better. But I've seen black manga creators before, and not gonna lie, I've been pretty excited for them. So I maybe it'll go as far as writing fanfics to pair Black readers with those characters, as far as like whether it be fictional or realistic fiction, and it'll be wholesome and like help the reader feel safe and like welcome, as well as addressing real topics, which is what I'm trying to do for my next book that I haven't published yet.
You are not trying, is what you are doing. Because to try.
Oh yeah, which I am doing.
Yes, ma'am.
I already did it. I just haven't published it yet. But yeah, it's still in the works.
So Jamai Kalafi said, yes, Xfoot and AKA are two examples. IEYA, Xfoot, and AKA, and Akai, I'm sorry, Akai, AKAI. Are you familiar?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Haven't. Let's wait. How do you spell it? Sorry.
So EYE like I, X foot, and AKAI. These are on Amazon. It said these are on Amazon. Okay, he's gonna send the links. You see it?
That's the official merch? Oh. I mostly got Naruto merch. Was that what they meant?
I'm not sure. I wanted to
Naruto.
Huh?
Yeah.
What is that? What did I miss?
Naruto. That's you probably don't know who or what.
It's this move. It's this move you do. It's this notorious prank you do to your classmates.
Is it like did he like be cloning when he do this? He just clones I don't know.
Yeah, when you clone and you.
This is crazy.
Don't blame me. I'm not really I don't really watch anime like that.
So he said
it's okay. I don't watch Naruto a lot.
He said the link that he just sent the link into the comments is for Xfoot manga. Do you have your phone? Your phone available?
I'm using my phone.
You're on it. Okay.
I'll yeah.
Can you go on?
I'll look it up.
Okay. I was going to ask
I'll look it up on my laptop.
Yeah. If you go on Facebook, and you could go to Royal Champs Talk, the page, and then you can click on the live. Just make sure your volume is down. and then you can, because he's posting the links there, and I guess you can. I don't even know if we can click on the links from here. No. Oh yeah, it opened up. Okay, it opened up. IX Foot paperback. Oh yeah, this is Foot manga. Oh, okay.
IX foot manga.
Yeah. Pretty dope, man. Y'all putting me on because I know my son. I know he knew some things about this, but not me. I'm learning the story of Akai, Volume 0, Volume 0. Oh, these are black comics. This is freaking dope. I'm about to purchase this. I want to read this. What? You see that? Okay,
Oh.
there's all different characters. There's all different characters.
This is nice.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Dude.
The
Nice.
Kinks is I'm livid. This is so dope.
Word. No, this
And
is
the references he uses, oh my god, bro.
Chosen, Akai, Uni, Times. Wow, these are the characters. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh man. Thank you for sharing that, brother Jamai Kalafi.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah, that was dope. Heck yeah. Wow.
References. This guy is so resourceful. I can't. So resourceful.
Listen, brother. We got to get you and Sister Deneesha back onto the podcast. We want you to. We're gonna send you an inbox. We want you to join up and collab with her. Would you like that, Sister Deneesha?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be cool. This person. He seems like he's very into these comics. Wow, this is the. That's it for a while. So well, did you have anything else that you wanted to show us or add? Or did you have any questions for us?
Questions. I didn't think about if I ever had any questions for you guys.
1,000 years of death for IX Foot manga. Oh my god, that's what?
Huh? Wait.
1,000 years of death. It's the same hand claps, right?
Oh, that's
except it's rectum intern. So 1,000 years of death.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I hope you get it too, because it's really funny. It's really funny.
1,000 years of death.
That's what he put on you when he does this.
He just goes.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I don't watch Naruto, but that has got to be the funniest move. I can't. It's so iconic. It's really funny.
I don't know. I feel like Naruto is good. Like, but
it's good.
I don't know, but it's like for some reason I just can't get into it. I don't know why. It's just like
the funny thing is,
I don't know why.
No, you're right. I relate because I can't get into it either because people won't stop talking about it. That's why it's that overrated. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's like, can you calm down so I can get into it?
Like, he said, do you like Gundam? And he said Gundam, and he said Naruto is good, but Shippuden is better.
Naruto
Shippuden.
Who that?
Shippuden? Look it up. Where's your phone?
Shippuden. Who's?
It's another anime series, a continuation. It's a continuation of the original Naruto, where the characters have aged up a bit.
Shippuden.
Oh, okay.
Quite a bit.
She said it's a continuation of Naruto, but the characters have aged up.
Oh.
Wow. He said Naruto. He said Naruto Shippuden. That's him once he grows up. Oh.
You also reveal a whole lot of backstories as well as character development and certain character arcs as well. Even the villain character arcs, you'll see why they chose that path of villainy in the first place. And now that I think about it, those arcs make a lot more sense than the hero arc.
That's crazy. Wow. I swear I didn't even know what the heck black anime fan. I didn't know what fan fiction was. And I was like, oh yeah, we got to get you on the podcast so we can learn and learn. I wanted to learn more about it. Obviously, my son was aware. He knows. He said, and there are so many tearjerker moments. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love a good tearjerker.
Like, yeah, you'll walk in, you'll be like, I can do this. I can do this. And then you'll walk out just going, where's my ice cream? Like, it's that much of a tearjerker.
Thank you, brother Jamai. Thank you so much. Yeah, when she started talking about it, like we were literally on the phone, me, her, and Sister Shanice Turner. We and YBG. We were like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, right? And we kept saying, we gotta go to sleep. We gotta go. I gotta get up. You guys gotta go. But
we still talking.
And we were still talking because this topic was just like so interesting to me that I wanted to know more. He was like low key. He knew about it. I didn't. But we definitely gonna have to come back up on here because this is good stuff. This is good stuff here. Yes, ma'am. Right?
It's just like
thank you.
It's just like black people are just so creative. It's just like we're
so creative. Even on platforms that don't represent us, we find a way because we that stubborn and we're that creative because we're like, what if I do this? And they go, no, you can't. Yeah, we can, as long as we don't make money off of it like usual. We can. Because if I were to actually make money off of fanfics, that would be very illegal.
So you can't monetize.
Bad enough that I'm already making fan fiction.
So why can't you monetize fanfics?
As long as I put a disclaimer, it's fine.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question?
Why can't you monetize? So you can monetize it. You just have to put a disclaimer.
Yeah, but even if I did put a disclaimer, it would be ripping off the original creator. I had to find out the hard way. Not that I got fined or anything, but I had to find out the hard way because I heard some people have gotten arrested for making profit off of fan fiction. And not gonna lie, that's kind of sad because I mean you like it so much, but you can't make money out of it. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, it would make sense because you wouldn't want anyone to like steal your art and make more money than you. You wouldn't want that. So it's only fair.
Yeah, so you just can make
it's sad, but it's fair.
Okay, so look, so Brother Jamai says, he said, I'm glad that you did this, Sister I Am Desire. You're welcome, brother. He said, I kind of know about fanfics because of Etchmen on TikTok, but like you said, I didn't see any female fanfic writers yet. Well, here's your first one that you met. She's actually the first female writer, or the first writer, not even just female. She's the first writer on Wattpad. And she said, he said, you are creative, and if white people lost us, they would lose all their creativity. They don't have none, and that's a whole physic off the Blizzak black side.
Yeah, they need some kind of root, and they don't have their own. That's why they extracted us in the first place.
He said, you know what's funny? He said the guy who wrote the Dragon Ball AF fanfic got hired by Akira Toriyama.
I don't know who that.
What?
Yep.
Who's that?
He said,
I'm awesome. Livid. Are you?
I don't know who that. I don't know who those people are, but I know about Dragon Ball Z. I know about that cartoon.
Kamehameha. That's the only thing.
Kamehameha. The fan base is dangerous.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Do it. And then when he goes Super Saiyan.
It's all about screaming.
No, do Kameyame. Do Kameyame. Do it. Do it.
And it's like it's so much thing, right? It's like, and then he goes
Oh
Super
my
Saiyan
gosh.
for like a whole season. Like how you just
It's all about screaming. Muscles
like, at that
screaming.
if I was,
Light.
it's like if that's at that point if I was the villain, I would just go ahead and just slap you, bro. Like I just
Same. It can get really annoying.
bro, like you ain't slapped this dude yet. He
Look,
been going
he-
Super Saiyan.
Look, my brother said, he said King Kame Hey King Kame Hemiha is where they got the name from. I probably messed that whole name up. He said he's a black Hawaiian king. Hawaii could sue for sure, for real. He said, OMG. He said, yes, it took 5 episodes for the Super Saiyan. Yo, this was a
You know
great,
they did that on purpose, right? Because he's also a Tai Chi master.
really.
Who?
Yeah, because you notice how when they do this move, they do it near their stomach.
Mm.
That's where your chi is. Your chi is a pool of energy. For some people, it's a vast ocean. That's why it's so powerful when it comes out.
Here to the midsection. Yeah, it pulls from. Mm-hmm. That's fire. That's fire. Yeah, and you know what's so crazy? We're gonna have to figure out a way to monetize off of this because this was our idea. This is black creativity right here. They can't just say, just take like, oh, they don't own that. They got these ideas from us. All our deities, there were books about all the deities from back in the day. The god of rain, the god of the sun, the god of childbirth, the god of fertility. Those are our first comics. Those are our first kings and gods that we read about.
They censor us in anime too. That's what I noticed. That's how come I learned more of our Black history by watching anime.
Mhm.
And the deities, the gods and goddesses, the currency, the philosophy behind it too. It's so noticeable. It's uncanny. It's really uncanny.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, you think we're slick, huh?
Our history, and then they post it up in front of us, like, and then put their name on it.
And then they go, "This is from Japan. Where do you think?"
But the first Japanese was a black man with
Exactly. And the first samurai was black too.
Okay, with a head full of locks. Okay.
There we go.
So yeah. So yeah, I am so happy that you agreed to come on Saturday to do this. We don't usually do Saturday podcasts; those are rest days and regrouping. But this is a great time for Saturday. He said, Brother Jamai said that's why they showed the original Buddha as a black man. Exactly.
Right, and that's why they always have him like sitting in this position, and they always have him with the wide nose because that's our nose.
Mm-hmm.
But they censor it again. At least they didn't cut the nose though. I'm glad they.
Right.
I'd love for them to keep giving us that nose.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the only credit we get, but
it's sad. Like we gotta get the nose. We got the nose because they chopped the nose off all the other statues. The Sphinx.
I wish they didn't do that.
And then they're trying to keep the nose as like a pointy white person nose. Liars.
At least they didn't get our lips though. They can't get our lips. Ha
ha. Like we were talking. I want to share this. I do want to share this on the podcast, and I don't care whose toes I step on. But we were talking last night or the night before last, and we were saying how I was sharing with my sisters that I was called the monkey, right? I was called the monkey a lot growing up by white people in school.
Funny story. You guys are gonna love it.
It wasn't until I became a woman that I had to like really start studying the monkey, and I realized that the features and a lot of y'all probably don't know this, but the features that a monkey has are identical to white people features. So if you shave, that's yours. If you shave a monkey and you put them next to a white man's face or a white woman's face, They have the same nose, the same eyes, whatever color eyes, the same little nose, the lips, no lips, the same ears that come out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they do.
that monkey don't got these lips.
And they have the same liver spotted hands, like when you shave their arms too.
Right. So to those white people that like to call black people monkeys, and to those black people that bought into the story of you are a monkey, that's a lie. You ain't no monkey. You a king. Those are not your ancestors. That's their ancestors. That don't got nothing to do with us. So when they say that you're a monkey, you tell them, well, you look more like the monkey than anybody that I know that's black.
But for all the white people out there, you still calling black people monkeys in 2021?
Because of how wild we are. I'm like, yeah, okay, you don't wash your butt, so don't call us that.
I was
Don't
called,
call us that.
last time I was called the monkey. I was working for I was working for the city. I had a job. I had a city job, and I was a city worker for the city. So you were trying to graft themselves. They were trying to graft themselves back to back, right? And they used the I'm telling you, they had to reprocreate with monkeys. That's why they look so much like monkeys. That's what I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then also they're born with tails. Like, okay, look, this is gonna be another podcast. But
some babies are actually mostly white babies. They were born with tails too. That's why they had to get them like surgically removed.
Amen.
Ah.
Amen. They were trying to graft themselves back to black, black to back to black.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh man. So this was an awesome podcast, man. This was really dope. We're gonna do this again, brother Jamai. I'm gonna be in your DM. I'm gonna be in your inbox because we got to get you on with Sister Deneesha one of these days, so we could build on Black anime fanfics a little bit more. And yeah, we got to figure out how to monetize this and take back our power in the anime world, man. We got to take it back, right?
Yeah, because we're the ones that expressed ourselves in drawings, in hieroglyphics, and we created frame by frame, even though we may not have figured out how to put it together at first. At least we animated it frame by frame on the wall, so they knew, oh, where are the farmers going? Where are the merchants going? What are they buying? That's why we have so much space in that wall.
Talk about it.
At least we figured that out first.
Teach, Queen. Teach them. The original drawers, the original artists.
The original.
The hieroglyphics. Okay?
That's also how they talked as well. Like, that's also how they communicated and did their math and figured out, oh, when is this person going to be born? What's going to happen after this person dies? You know, that kind of thing. And they stayed in touch with the stars. Maybe that's how they got their drawing set. I haven't looked too deep in it because I'm still doing my research.
Yeah.
As I should be doing.
As you should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they stayed in touch.
As I should.
They have
they won't.
Pyramids. I was taught that there's like a little opening in the top of the pyramid because that's somehow I gotta read it because I don't want to sound crazy, but there's an opening on top of the pyramid that allowed them to communicate with the stars, with the universe, and allowed them.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
You're absolutely right. And they're saying aliens created. No, they didn't. They're just
not aliens. Those are ancestors. Thank you.
Anunnakis.
That was our ancestors. We had enough energy to do all that climbing and all that like pasting and breaking up and stuff, and we made those bricks. We did that. Y'all are just too lazy to comprehend, so you sit there and say, oh, aliens did that. Nope. No.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, oh, their light created the stones.
Right.
Where do you think we got the stones? But whatever.
Right. Those are our minerals. Those came from our lands. This is all, anyway, that's a whole nother podcast we can get into, but I'm going to bring you back on. We're going to set up something with Brother Jamai. And anybody else who's into Black anime that wants to come on the podcast, we could just make this like a group podcast, right? That'll be really dope. You know, it's crazy. Your sister told me like a year or so ago about what you did, like with the Black anime fanfics. And I kept saying to myself, I gotta like do something where I could like hear her story and let her just educate the people on it. And then we came up with the podcast. So it's dope. It was perfect timing, divine timing. And you will be back, my queen sister, my
Thank
bestie.
you.
That's my bestie.
Bestie.
My bestie. Go bestie.
That's my bestie. That's my bestie.
Yo, it's the one thing that I hate.
What's that?
They be calling our pyramids mountains. They call our pyramids.
I didn't even know they call it that. Are you serious?
Look at the shape of a mountain. Like literally,
I was having a great day until you mentioned that I don't like you.
Look at the.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
they be trying to confuse us. They be trying to they would change. They done turned our countries into states. Oh yeah, girl, the rabbit hole. We just got you got to study. It's just so much malarkey, manickery. I used to like the word manickery. So much manickery in the world, but we're learning. The spell is lifted. The spell is lifted on us, so we're waking up. And
at least we're waking up.
Yeah, because it's up. Time's up. It was a spell that was only supposed to last 400 years. So time's up. Time's up. It's over.
Can I tell you something crazy?
Yes.
So those mountains that you see as just mountains or plateau mountains, those used to be trees, actually. Trees used to be like that big.
Really?
And it's all just petrified wood.
That's crazy.
As the mountains?
Yeah, I think that's what they meant when they said those pyramids are just mountains.
Yeah, no.
Mountains, right?
Yeah, no.
Mountains, right? Mountains.
No. No, it's more than that.
The UFO.
I mean, those pyramids are communication pods, but the mountains,
those are the plants.
Those are trees.
That's crazy.
Those are trees, madam.
Yeah, them trees were
and we probably lived in those trees. Like we lived in those trees. We had communities and
yes,
and compounds and stuff like that. It's so crazy. Like Seneca Village. I want you to study Seneca Village. And Central Park used to be called Seneca Village. And they murdered a whole entire village of Black people, a whole entire lineage, massacred to take over Central Park. Yeah. Stop, baby. Yep.
It's gone. Like, it's kind of sad too, because we were just minding our business, and they go, "Oh, free tree, let's take it."
Exactly.
It's really sad.
But I appreciate you for coming to the podcast. Did you enjoy yourself?
It was so fun. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Always. We're gonna definitely set up something for you to come back. Did you have any questions for us?
Did I have any questions? Well, Have you noticed the concept of professionalism these days? Like, have you ever noticed how professionalism is rooted by white supremacy?
Oh yeah. For sure.
Oh, I was just asking like if you noticed it yet, because I just noticed, but I was just asking if you noticed.
Absolutely. Like for example. No, go ahead, Queen.
Because it just turns out it doesn't exist. It's just that simple act of like being mature. They'll see maturity and politeness and then slap the word professionalism on it. Like that's not it. That's not it. It's an illusion.
Right. Absolutely. And also they justify with their clothing, like a 3-piece suit is a person defined as being professional, or a woman in a business suit, some dress slacks and a blazer, that's defined as being professional. But we did business as kings and queens with our garments on for years, with our fezzes and crowns and things like that for years. And we were professionals. We taught them how to do this. So they stole the whole idea and concept and made it their own, and like they do everything else. Those are the real gangsters. Brother Nuri Muhammad has a video that's circulating on Facebook, and it's saying, Black people think they OGs. We're not OGs. We still TVs and cars. You know, they stole you. They stole you. That's gangster.
They
Okay?
stole your soul. That's it. You can't go
Soul.
back once they steal your soul. You're
Right.
gone.
They stole your history. They stole your lineage. So if you really a gangster, you're gonna take it back by force. Right? Take it back.
Right.
Take it all back because it belongs to us, not them. Take it back. If you gangster, if you an OG, take back your power. Take back what's rightfully yours. And that's the
Yeah,
goal.
optimism won't get you nowhere. It's being stubborn and being like that strong-willed. Stubbornness, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
Yeah. Do not conform. Don't conform to their way. You know, create your way, create your lane. You feel me? And that's what you have done here with the Black Anime Fanfic on Wattpad. You created a lane for yourself, and that's freaking awesome. That is superb. That is Black excellence. That is Black history in the making. You are a royal champ, Queen. Let's go.
Thank
Let's go,
you.
champ. Let's go, champ. Go, champ.
Oh.
I'm just clapping for myself, but thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Clap for yourself. Let's go, champ. Well, before you go, you know we can't let you leave without doing a peace, love, and a light for us. You
Mhm.
ready? Thank you for coming
Ready.
on the show. We can't wait to have you back. And as always, we're going to leave you with peace, lots of love, and hella bright lights so you can see your way. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Peace, love, and light.
Love and light.
Hey, that was really good.
Hey.
All right. Thank you,
All
sis.
right.
Thank you for coming on. We'll
It
see
was
you
so
soon.
fun. Thank you.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am. Peace and love.
Peace. Peace, family. Peace.